Imagine a small family business, maybe centuries old, right, in Lisbon,
Yeah.
maybe making amazing leather goods or, fantastic wine. For generations, it's been about their craft, their techniques, that personal touch.
Absolutely. Deep community roots.
But then, boom, the world goes digital. So today, we're diving into a whole stack of sources, looking at exactly how businesses like that are handling this massive shift.
Mhm.
Our mission to unpack the unique challenges, yeah, but also the real opportunities and like the practical steps for these traditional Portuguese businesses. How do they thrive now?
Right.
We want to give you that shortcut, so
Yeah.
you're properly informed on this. It's vital stuff.
And it really is vital. What's at stake here? It's
Good.
so much more than just like getting a new app or installing some software update.
Right.
For these traditional Portuguese businesses, we're talking about a fundamental re-architecture.
Yeah.
It's a massive shift in how they operate, how they engage with customers, how they even compete.
So reimagining their core identity almost.
Exactly. Reimagining it for a digital age.
Okay, so let's unpack that. When we talk digital transformations, specifically in Portugal, for these kinds of established businesses, what does it actually, look like on the ground?
Well, the interesting thing about Portugal's business landscape is it's just overwhelmingly dominated by SMEs and family businesses, like over 99%.
Wow, 99%?
Yeah, and these are places steeped in tradition, often with ways of working passed down through generations. So for them, digital transformation isn't just, having a basic website.
Yeah.
It's about weaving technology into the very fabric of the business.
Yeah.
Everything from the back office right through to the customer experience.
Okay, but here's something from the sources that, honestly, it made me pause. Despite all that tradition, there's this pretty significant digital gap. What's going on there?
It is a bit of a paradox, isn't it? You look at the numbers. 60% of Portuguese companies, they have some kind of online presence.
Okay, 60%. Seems decent.
But then, dig deeper, only 27% actually have e-commerce capabilities, selling online.
Ah, much lower.
And even fewer, just 25%, properly integrate their physical shops, say, with their digital side. So, seamless operations.
Right. So that gap, you see it as an opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge opportunity, almost glaringly obvious for those traditional businesses that are actually ready to see it and, make that leap.
Okay, so this massive opportunity, it's right there. But, seeing it and grabbing it are different. What's making it so urgent now? Is it just customers wanting stuff online, or is it more existential?
I think it's rapidly becoming existential, yeah. Portuguese consumers, they're getting really tech-savvy. They expect smooth digital experiences.
Online shopping, quick customer service.
Exactly. And if these traditional businesses can't deliver that,
Yeah.
they're not just losing a sale here and there, they're risking serious market share.
To competitors who are more digital.
Yeah, competitors both local and international who are more agile online. The thing is, the digital economy doesn't really care how big your company is. It rewards being nimble, being innovative. It lets smaller businesses punch way above their weight, access global markets even. And of course, we can't ignore COVID.
Ah, the pandemic effect.
Huge wake-up call.
Yeah.
It just dramatically accelerated everything and really hammered home how critical digital resilience is.
Okay, but it's never easy, right? Big changes always have hurdles. What are the main obstacles these traditional Portuguese businesses are running into?
Oh, there were definitely some major ones, and they often kind of tangle together. First off, there's a real lack of digital skills and literacy.
The skills gap.
Yeah, especially in family-run places. They
Yeah.
just might not have people with the right digital know-how. And Portugal generally has a shortage of IT specialists, too.
Okay, so skills is one. What else?
Money, financial constraints, and just, worries about the investment needed. Digital transformation costs money, software, equipment, training.
Sure.
And get this statistic. Many Portuguese SMEs invest less than 0.1% of their revenue in digital stuff.
0.1%? Wow, that's tiny.
It's way below what you actually need to make a real difference. Then there's maybe the trickiest one, resistance to change. Cultural barriers.
Ah, the tradition aspect again?
Exactly. Portuguese business culture often really values tradition, the established ways. Employees might worry about their jobs, becoming redundant.
And owners maybe worry about losing that personal connection.
Yes, that's a big one. Losing that personal touch that really defines their relationship with customers.
That makes sense. For a family business, that personal touch isn't just marketing speak, right? It's their identity. How do they square that with going digital? Does it have to be one or the other?
That's a really crucial point. And no, it absolutely doesn't have to be a trade-off. Actually, the best transformations use digital to enhance that personal touch.
How so?
Think about using data for really personalized recommendations online, or having digital channels handle routine queries 204/7, which then frees up your staff to have those deeper, more personal interactions during opening hours.
Ah, see, so it's about augmenting, not replacing.
Exactly. And then the final hurdle, which is often made worse by the others, is just the sheer technical complexity of integration.
Yeah, getting old systems and new systems to talk to each other.
It's a nightmare sometimes. You've got these old, often separate systems. They create data silos. Things become inefficient. It's like trying to build a smart home on, like, crumbling foundations. And not having in-house tech experts just makes it harder.
Okay, so the hurdles are pretty clear. Skills, cost, culture, technical stuff. So the big question, where does a traditional Portuguese business even start? How do they build a strategy that actually works?
Right. It needs a structured approach.
Sure.
And maybe surprisingly, the first step isn't buying some fancy new tech. It's taking a really honest look in the mirror.
An audit.
Yeah, assessing their current digital maturity, properly looking across the whole business operations, customer stuff, marketing, finance, HR, everything.
And what's the key insight there?
The key insight is that most traditional businesses, honestly, they overestimate how digitally ready they actually are. Getting that accurate baseline, that self-awareness, it's fundamental. Often overlooked, but crucial.
Okay, so assess first. Then what?
Then you need to define really clear objectives, measurable goals, and focus on business outcomes, not just the tech itself.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, maybe improving operational efficiency, automating manual tasks. We saw in the sources, just digitizing inventory management can cut costs by 20, 30% and improve accuracy. That's a concrete outcome.
Right, that's tangible.
Or enhancing customer experience, maybe offering 24/7 service online. Or expanding your market reach with e-commerce. And for each goal, you need specific metrics, response times, customer feedback scores, repeat purchases, that kind of thing.
Makes sense. Measure what matters.
And third, really important, prioritize quick wins
Yeah.
and go gradually. Don't try to boil the ocean.
Right, don't overhaul everything at once.
Exactly. Start with pilot projects. Maybe digitize invoicing or roll out a simple CRM tool for the sales team. Getting those early wins builds confidence, builds momentum. It's vital.
Okay, so you've got the strategy taking shape. What about the tools? What are the essential digital tools these businesses should actually be looking at?
Yeah, the tools are critical. Think about business management systems, ERPs.
Aha.
Not just software, but like the digital nervous system for the whole operation.
ERPs sound complex, though, maybe expensive.
They used to be, but the big change is cloud-based ERPs. They make sophisticated tools for finance, inventory, sales, much more accessible, even for a small family bakery.
Hmm.
And they handle local Portuguese tax rules and stuff.
Ah, so the cloud makes it viable for SMEs. Okay. What else?
CRM platforms, customer relationship management, absolutely essential for building and maintaining those customer connections. They track interactions, help personalize communication.
And integrate with other things.
Yeah, integrate with social media, email, e-commerce, super important. Then obviously e-commerce itself, digital sales channels. If you want to grow beyond your local street, it's basically non-negotiable.
And for Portugal specifically.
The platforms need to handle local payment methods, comply with EU rules, ideally be in Portuguese, and critically, they need to link seamlessly with the physical side.
So synchronized inventory, pricing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone buys online, it immediately shows as sold in the shop system. No confusion. And finally, digital marketing tools. Social media management, email marketing, analytics to see what's working. Essential for reaching customers efficiently, improving your return on investment.
Okay, ERP, CRM, e-commerce, marketing tools. It still sounds like a pretty big lift for a traditional business. Could feel overwhelming, maybe isolating. But they don't have to go it alone, do they? Is there support available?
No, definitely not alone. And that's a key message. The Portuguese government and the EU are really pushing this. There's the Portugal Digital Initiative and significant funding from the PRR, the Recovery and Resilience Plan.
How significant?
Around 650 million euros, specifically earmarked for business digitalization. That includes things like support for creating digital commerce districts, helping traditional retail clusters, and Industry 4.0 support for manufacturers and service companies.
Okay, so funding is there. What about advice, expertise?
Yeah, IAPMEI, that's the Agency for Competitiveness and Innovation. They offer financial incentives, sure, but also consulting services, training programs like their specific digital transition program.
Right.
And then there are the European Digital Innovation Hubs. These are great resources. They offer specialized support, technical know-how, even testing facilities. Really valuable if you don't have that tech expertise in-house.
That's good to know there's that infrastructure. But
Yeah.
even with support, I imagine just integrating all this new tech, it must still feel daunting. Is it actually worth the hassle? Are there real success stories proving it pays off?
It's definitely effort, no doubt. But yes, the payoff is real, and we see some fantastic examples in Portugal across different sectors. Take retail. We've seen traditional family shops, like maybe a local pharmacy or an artisan bakery, launch online stores and see serious revenue growth. They reach people far beyond their neighborhood.
And they keep the local feel.
They do. They often add digital payments, loyalty schemes. Think of a small cafe that now lets you order on your mobile. It's the same great coffee, same friendly service, just through a new channel.
Nice. What about manufacturing?
Yeah, Industry 4.0 adoption. Portuguese manufacturers, maybe in textiles or ceramics, they're using things like IoT sensors on machines, data analytics to improve quality, automated checks.
Cutting waste, boosting efficiency.
Exactly. And the cork industry is a brilliant example. Companies like Amarim, they're using cloud computing, advanced analytics to optimize everything, expand globally, but they're fiercely protective of their heritage and sustainability too. It's a great blend.
Okay, Cork, that's interesting. And services.
Service sector too. Law firms, accountants, healthcare clinics. They're adopting cloud systems for managing cases or patients, handling documents digitally, offering online client portals, even telemedicine. It makes them way more efficient and lets them serve clients anywhere.
What strikes me hearing this is, it's not really just about the tech, is it? It seems so much about the people involved. How do these traditional businesses actually build the digital skills they need in their existing teams, especially teams that might have been there for years?
You've hit the nail on the head. It is fundamentally about people. It starts with figuring out the specific skill gaps, what training is needed. It might be basic digital literacy for some, just getting comfortable with email and online tools. For others, it might be more advanced, like data analysis.
And respecting the experience they already have.
Absolutely crucial. You need to blend that deep business knowledge that experienced staff have with these new digital skills. It's not about replacing, it's about enhancing.
So how do you train them effectively?
The training needs to be really practical, hands-on, relevant to their actual jobs, not just abstract theory. And there's support here too. Subsidized training programs via IEFP in Portugal, plus many software vendors offer training in Portuguese.
Okay, practical training. But what about the mindset, the culture?
That's maybe the biggest piece, creating a digital-first culture. Leadership has to walk the talk, use the tools themselves. They need to encourage people to experiment, except that mistakes happen when you try new things.
And celebrate the wins.
Definitely. Celebrate the small victories. When a team successfully adopts a new tool or process, make a fuss about it. It builds momentum, gets people excited rather than scared.
So digital transformation, it's clearly not a project you just finish, right? It seems like it's always evolving. How do businesses keep track? How do they measure success and make sure they keep improving?
Exactly. It's an ongoing journey, not a destination. Measuring success means defining clear KPIs, key performance indicators.
Okay, like what kind of KPIs?
You need a mix. Financial ones, obviously revenue from online channels, cost savings. Remember that 20–30% from digitizing inventory. That's a KPI. Operational ones too, how quickly are orders processed, how accurate is inventory, customer-focused ones, net promoter score, satisfaction ratings, how much are people engaging online.
And employee metrics too.
Yeah, definitely. Are people actually using the new tools? Are they completing the training? Are they happy with the new systems? That's all important feedback.
So you've got the metrics, then what?
Then you need regular review and adaptation. Look at the operational numbers maybe monthly. Review the strategy and the return on investment quarterly. Do a big review annually to make sure everything still aligns with your goals and what the market's doing.
Be ready to pivot, essentially.
Absolutely. Be flexible. Technology changes, markets shift, you have to adapt. And finally, when those pilot projects work, you need a plan to scale them up.
Roll out the successes wider.
Yes. Document what worked, share the best practices across the business, get everyone benefiting from those digital successes.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Thinking bigger picture. What's next? What does the future hold, and how can these businesses really future-proof themselves in this constantly changing digital world?
Well, the future is definitely exciting, with more emerging tech coming into play, things like AI and machine learning.
Sounds very high-tech for a small business.
But it's becoming more accessible through cloud services. Think AI-powered chatbots for instant customer answers, or using machine learning for predictive maintenance, knowing a machine needs fixing before it breaks down.
Ah, okay. Practical applications.
And the Internet of Things, IoT. Huge potential. Imagine like a small Portuguese vineyard using sensors to know exactly when and how much to water specific vines, all managed from an app.
Optimizing resources.
Exactly. Or a ceramics maker using sensors to monitor kiln temperatures perfectly, reducing waste. And we're seeing a growing link between digital and sustainability, using tech to become more environmentally friendly.
So tech is enabling resilience too.
Massively. Building resilience through digital is key. The pandemic showed how vital digital infrastructure is for flexibility, for remote work, for just keeping the doors open during a crisis.
And things like data backup, cybersecurity.
Crucial. Cloud solutions offer great backup and disaster recovery. And cybersecurity can't be an afterthought. There are resources, like from the Portuguese National Cybersecurity Center, specifically to help SMEs protect themselves.
So what's the bottom line for staying future-proof?
It really comes down to continuous learning and adaptation. Stay plugged in. Follow industry news, government initiatives, network within Portugal's digital ecosystem, those digital innovation hubs, industry groups. Keep learning, keep evolving.
It really feels like the most successful examples you've mentioned are the ones that cleverly blend that deep tradition with this new innovation. What does that really mean for, say, a traditional business owner listening right now?
It means digital transformation isn't about throwing away your heritage. It's not about dipping the core values or that unique personal touch that makes you special. It's about finding new, powerful ways to express those values, to deliver on that heritage, using digital tools and capabilities. It's honoring the past while building very intentionally for the future. It's leveraging that Portuguese business savvy, that culture, with the best of digital innovation. That's the path to lasting success.
So wrapping up, this journey of digital transformation for traditional Portuguese businesses. Yes, it's challenging, we've seen that, but it seems incredibly rewarding too. And the good news is there are clear strategies, powerful tools, and importantly, real support systems out there.
Absolutely. The message is
Hmm.
you're not alone in this. The resources are available. But, the choice is becoming pretty stark. Embrace digital transformation and secure your future or, frankly, risk getting left behind.
It really makes you think. So if you run a traditional business, or maybe you just work in one, what part of this digital shift are you most curious about, maybe even excited about? And how could using these new capabilities actually deepen the connection to your own unique story, your own legacy? Something to ponder. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.